Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, why haven't you subscribed yet? Don't forget to click that subscribe button and press the notification bell so you can get all my videos. Ladies, I know I've been missing for a few days, but I'm back at it, and we're going to get into this juicy girl talk today. 3 reasons why you should embrace being single. Being single isn't bad, and being in a relationship isn't bad, but for my girls that are single, let's get into this topic. Right into number one. Number one, ladies, 3 reasons why you should embrace being single. It gives you time to heal. I know many ladies, and myself, I've done this before. We jump from relationship to relationship, not giving ourselves time to heal. And what end up happening is we end up carrying the same trauma, the same drama, the same problems we dealt with in the past relationship. We end up carrying it over into a new relationship, and that doesn't make any sense because you'll be right at stage 1 again, back single. Not saying that being single is a bad thing, but you have to give yourself time to heal, ladies. You give yourself time to work on issues that maybe you may be facing yourself, issues that may be going on with you. I honestly think that if you have an issue with trusting people, if you have an insecurity issue, if you have a lot of mental issues that you're dealing with, you shouldn't go into another relationship until you are able to heal. A lot of persons have childhood traumas. They have a lot of past experience that have made them into the person they are emotionally and mentally. But you should never carry that same issue from a past relationship into the next relationship, because it's going to leave you single again. Trust me, a lot of people don't really put up with other person's issues, and I'm one of them. I cannot take on someone else's trauma. Those things you should heal before you get into a relationship. I don't feel as though it's not fair. Honestly, it's not fair to the next person that I should have to take on your trauma because that's what you were dealing with. No, those things you should have worked on before getting into a relationship with me. I'm not a healer. Only God could heal you from those issues, and you have to learn how to heal yourself. So, all right, ladies, I hope you got the gist of that. I don't want to sound like a mean person, but it is what it is. We live in a world where people expect you to heal them and, to take on their trauma, when in reality, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to take on their trauma because, first of all, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a strength. I'm not a pastor. Mental issues. You can't go into another relationship dealing with those same issues. Work on those stuff before you get into the next relationship. So anyways, let's get into number 2. Number 2, you get to become the best version of yourself. Let's say that fitness goal you were working on. You probably wasn't able to do that while you were in a relationship. Not saying that it's not possible, because plenty people, they do not work on themselves while in a relationship, but they do it while they're single. Being single gives you the time to become the better version of yourself. You become the better version of yourself to attract what you want. So, say you have a goal where you wanted to, say, probably lose 40 pounds. And you have another goal where you probably wanted to take up some classes to get a degree. Those things you can now work on, because you don't have to worry about, okay, I'm in a relationship, so I got to worry about this man, and I still have to make time for him. You don't have to worry about making time for nobody, because now you have all the time and effort. You have the time, and you can put effort into your goals, your dreams, whatever it is that you want to do. Whether it be you want to take on even doing self-care, working more on yourself. As in self-care, this goes right back to number 1. Working on yourself mentally, spiritually, physically. Whatever it is that you felt like you couldn't do while in a relationship, now you have that time to do it, sis. Don't go ahead and jumping into a new relationship where you're not the best version of yourself. How could you want to attract the best version of a person when you are not the best version of yourself? That's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? So, Try to work on yourself, become the best version. Girl, you're gonna attract. I know a lot of people, they like to say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this. But are you that kind of person? Are you working on becoming that kind of person? If you're not, then you have no business even saying, okay, this is what I want. If you can't even do those things for yourself. You know? It makes no sense. You beating around the bush. It makes no sense. Okay? So ladies, become the best version of yourself. You want to get slim and trim? Do that. You want to get your degree? Do that. You want to get a new car? You want to start working on other stuff, other projects, just do it. Just do it. Now is the time. You have the time to do it, sis. So go right ahead. Let's get into number 3. Number 3. I like this one. You don't have to put up with nobody BS. Yeah, girl. I like that. I like this one because on a regular, I don't put up with nobody BS. I ain't into that. Okay? But you don't have to put up with nobody BS. You ever, like, comment down below if this was ever you ever wanted to be in a relationship, right? And when you get in a relationship, you was like, my God, I might as well stay single if I had been dealing with all of this. And trust me, I know plenty of us been feeling that way before. Plenty. I know plenty of us been feeling that way before. And comment down below if you've ever been like that. You'll be like, my God. You just thinking to yourself, you aren't saying it out loud, you thinking to yourself and saying, I might as well just stay single. This did not make any sense, me getting in a relationship, because you know why it ain't making sense to you? Because this man is not emotionally available. He always lying. He always cheating. But like, my God, if I wanted to deal with all of this BS, she decided to be by myself. It would have made sense to be by myself. And they got so much things going on in their lives. Like I say, number 1, they got so much things going on in their lives. And that's something you don't want to take on. But now you feel so stuck because you already worked so hard in this relationship. But don't ever feel stuck in a relationship, sis. If you gotta pack the bag and leave, then just do it. Don't ever feel stuck in no relationship. If it ain't worth it, it ain't worth it, okay? But yeah, girl, I ain't putting up with nobody BS. Honest to God, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Many of us have done it before. Myself, of course. I'm not going to talk about anything that I have not dealt with before. But I ain't putting up with nobody BS. Sis, I ain't doing it. And they make you feel like, gee, I might as well just stay single. And it's the truth. And when you could spot those signs, that's why it's good to work on yourself, because when you work on yourself, you could spot those signs early on. And when you spot these kind of signs, lying, cheating, manipulating, and not emotionally available, cut it off, because they are big red flags, especially with lying and cheating. That's those 2 major red flags, sis. And you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to keep hurting yourself. You understand? Because only you could continue to keep hurting yourself. But being single is not a death sentence, ladies. It's not a death sentence. It does not mean that your life is over, that you're not gonna find anyone else. Trust me. That man up above, he has somebody for you. He has somebody there who's gonna be there for you, who's gonna love you the way you need to be loved. But you also need to work on yourself. You cannot expect someone to love all that trauma, all that. No. Not saying you wanna make yourself into the perfect person, because nobody is perfect. But if you know that you have issues that you probably faced in previous relationships, you know that you have trust issues, you know that you are emotionally unstable, work on yourself. Work on yourself and become a better person. Become the better version of you. You can do it. You can do it, sis. We all been there. So don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what they doing. sis. Work on yourself and become the better version. So, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you jot down these three reasons of why you should embrace being single. And I hope you like this video, girl. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want to see me do another video on this topic. And until next time, thanks for watching Sweet Like Jew.